And on the burning question, I'm joined by BJP spokesperson Sharath Trivedi, Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst, joins us on burning question. Ashutosh Mishra, political analyst, joins us. And also national spokesperson of the RJD, Professor Naval Kishore Yadav. Thank you so much for joining me on the burning question. Let me start with Ashutosh Mishra first. Ashutosh, after mulling over it for over a month, the Congress has finally decided that it will not go for the inauguration ceremony. Brilliant strategy for getting your numbers, I think lowering your numbers from 44 to even further.
I think Sucharit,
I can't hear Ashutosh.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
I think it's this.
Now I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. I think it's a brilliant strategy, Ashutosh. I'm not even contesting it. It's a brilliant strategy for getting the numbers lower down.
I think you have just exposed BJP's plan. They are trying to build it as a narrative for their 2024 campaign, where the Ram Mandir will infuse some pran into their election campaign and save the Pratishtha of Narendra Modi. The Shankarakarya of Puri is also not attending the 22nd January event. He says it's a political event. There is nothing religious about it, and that is exactly the truth. You know, even Advani ji and Murli Manohar Joshi were earlier advised not to come because of their age. Narendra Modi is telling Ram Bhakts not to come on January 22nd because they can always come another day. The point here is the mandir is not complete yet. Why rush into opening a mandir which is not ready? And if it's not a political event,
Ashutosh,
then why?
I think you're getting it wrong. Ashutosh, I don't know how many times you've been to Ayodhya. I have been there. And I think when so many people are going to be there for this special day for 22nd January, I think so many people want to go there on 22nd January and they've been waiting. I think a lot of my viewers who are watching this would have wanted to get an invitation. They don't have it. And the ones who are getting it don't want to go for it. And the Congress party, after a month now, decides that they don't want to go for it. What were they waiting for? Why couldn't they just tell the people there and then that they're not going to go for it? Because they've mulled over it and they decided that they're not going to get any political benefit out of it. So everything comes down to political benefit. But I think it may just turn out to be a political suicide is what I'm saying. If I could go to Sharath Trivedi. Sharath, how do you see this? Congress not going there but taking over a month to decide that they're not there.
I think they took the right decision. They should have taken the decision long time back because they should not have come to attend the consecration ceremony of a meat-eating god who doesn't exist, of a religion which is leprosy, which need to be eradicated when they're already facing a political oblivion in the coming elections. So they have to be more bothered about the election rather than the consecration ceremony of Lord Ram. He doesn't exist for them. They've already given an affidavit in the Supreme Court. Ram doesn't exist. So how can Ram Mandir have any connotation for the opposition and Congress especially? At least the communist parties have decided they were honest enough to have given a thought of what their uncle, German uncle had said, that religion is the opium of the people. They should not have taken opium and they decided. But Congress was, till the last minute, they were weighing the consequences, whether they should go and lose the election or they should not go and lose the election. So they are damned if they come, they damned they don't. They took the right decision. I think that's perfect as far as the country is concerned, as far as the opposition is concerned.
I think when you spoke of the left parties, Professor Ragi, is the Congress following their left allies in the Indie bloc, where they're only called Sita Ram? They neither follow Sita nor Ram. They're also following their footsteps.
Sucharit, I think that the Congress party has reinforced its against Hindu sentiment. Only for rightly argued by Rahul Gandhi, or Indian National Congress, pro-Muslim sentiment. It doesn't have any sentiments for the Hindu sentiment at all. This is a matter of national pride that which was 5 years, 500 years back is being rejuvenated. The installation of Lord Ram statue is there. The Samaroh. It is a point of pride for all the Hindus, and it is not just like other mandir or any other temple, but it is a national monument. It is a new pilgrimage for all the nationalists of this country. Ram Mandir movement not only just uh, for constructing a temple at the birthplace of Lord Ram, it was also against the whole structure of Nehruvian paradigm. So the collapse of the Nehruvian paradigm at the same time, and Nehruvian paradigm communist ideology. The Congress party has lost its track, and basically it is working under the influence of the left parties, more importantly under the Islamist. Congress is trying hard to win back the Muslim support in the country in order to, increase its election tally in coming Lok Sabha elections. I think that all opposition parties are fighting for the Muslim vote. I think that the Hindus will teach them lesson coming parliamentary elections. It is not, just to say that.
Professor Agi, I very clearly believe that. I very clearly believe that if you are a believer, you would not take time in deciding that you would be there for the Pran Pratishtha program. I don't think you would even take a minute to decide. But if you're mulling over the options, when you're thinking that whether it will give you any political benefit, it is not going to give you any benefit whatsoever, then you would rather not go to an event. Is that what is happening, Professor Naval Kishore? Is that what is happening? It's only a political gain that is being seen, and we don't have it, so we're not going.
So, Charitaji, it is very clear from the way in which it has been organized and conducted that BJP would like to take the political benefit wholeheartedly. And they have been saying so, that it is some kind of political amrit for them. After failing to meet the promises they have made in the past 9.5 years, in the last 6 months, they want to make it an event so that they can really face the people and say that we are Hindu and this and that. So that is one thing. Number two, that we don't need any middleman between us and God. If we want to meet, if we want to pray,
Should I not take pride in the fact that I am a Hindu, Professor Naval Kishore? Is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong in that? Is there anything wrong in taking pride in your religion? I don't see anything wrong in that. Why should I not feel proud that a grand Ram temple is being built?
Sucharitaji, let the building get completed. Why are you in so hurry to feel over happy, which is not required? It is only because election is going to take place after 2 months. Is that the reason? Let it get completed. Even a Sankracharya.
Professor, I am happy. I am happy, and I'm not apologetic about it, Professor. I am not apologetic about it. I am very happy that a temple is being built in Ayodhya, and that Ram Lala is going to be there in that temple. There will be a ceremony there.
Why do you want to sound like a BJP? I'm not telling you. I am telling that why BJP is so over happy and over enthusiastic to celebrate which is not complete. They can wait for 1 year. Let the mandir get completed and then go for that. Why in an incomplete mandir, a temple, which against which there are voices from the Sankracharya that in incomplete mandir there cannot be Pran Pratishtha. Why are they violating the religious practices if at all that is there? Number one, that is what I am trying to make a point.
Is that the
Number
reason
two,
for you
that
not
I
going
told
there?
you.
Is that the reason you are not going there? Your party is not going there. Is that the reason? Because that reason came up only a few days earlier. Is that the reason you're not going there? It's clearly not so, no, Professor.
Your voice is getting cut. Can you repeat it once?
I'm saying, is that the reason the RJD is not going to the Pran Pratishtha? Or there is a change of heart?
No, RJD, the one thing, there is no middleman between RJD and Ram. Number one. We were not also invited, as far as I know. I do not know if we have different information, I do not know. But our party has not been invited. Number two. Number one, I told you that we don't need, there is no middleman between Ram and RJD. So we don't need to get invitation from these kind of people who are non-believers, to be exact. They only want to take benefit. They started when Mandal was implemented. They came with Ramrath Yatra to mobilize people on the basis of religion. And when caste census has been done in Bihar, they want to divert the issue from the real issue, on which they have failed miserably for past 9.5 months, 9.5 years. Therefore, they want to
No, I think
polarize people
I
on the
think
basis
the
of
best
religion.
judge is
That
the
is the
Janta.
reason.